Hello guys, this is day 5 of spoken English practice. So this is Kaisar Hamid and today I learned chapter 8 and chapter 9 of the Psychology of Money book. So what I learned today? Basically today I read chapter 8. You can see the man in the car paradox. Okay, so let me open this chapter as well so you can read from here as well. Uh, in this chapter, the author is mentioning the story of Valet. So you know, Valet means the guy. So you can see, you saw a luxury hotel, and when millionaires and billionaires arrive in the hotel in our luxury car, so they give us a key to one person. So that person called valet, and they get keys of a car, and they park in other side. So so the best the wall and the author is writing the story, um, explaining the story of Valet. So Valet thought, so the cars I parked, these persons are so rich and so wealthy. So this is the this he thought that, but someday he thought the one person who was who came on usually who came on Porsche $1 lakh car, but from someday he's coming on Toyota or I think Honda. So he asked the question from that guy. So before you came on Porsche, but right now you are coming on Toyota. So he said the Porsche is was on loan, and I'm unable to what I can say, and fill the I'm unable to fill the what I can installment. So that's why a bank capture my car, a Porsche car, and that's why I'm coming on this Honda car. Okay, so this was the whole st story or point of this chapter. So this chapter was too short, I think 1 or 2 pages. Okay, so you can see. And the next chapter was I learned wealth is what you don't see. So spending money to show people how much money you have is the faster way to have less money. This is very important. Let me show you what I learned. Uh, Again, the author shows the wallet story here. So you can see my time as a valet was in the mid 2000 Los Angeles when material appearance took precedence over everything but oxygen. If you see a Ferrari driving around, you might intensively. For example, the author is saying, for example, if you see anybody who is driving a Ferrari or Porsche, so the first thought and come would come in your mind, you will think this person is very rich, but you don't know behind the story. Maybe this person is driving a Ferrari, but you don't know about background, you don't know about bank statement, you don't know about earning. Maybe this car was on loan. This car's the Ferrari he bought Ferrari is on loan. So you don't assume like that. For example, if you see any rich person, so he's actually rich. Okay. The next part, what happened? I asked you. You can see the story. I said basically it was on this chapter, but I assumed it was on chapter 8, but I'm sorry for that. What happened is it was responded after defining Carlon, and this was not morsel of shame. He responded like he was telling the next plane that every day okay, no. So this story was on 8 chapters, so he's mention is giving a reference here. Okay, so you can see on this chapter I learned Yes, this one is very good. Author provide one more example here. For example, in America, a lot of person don't losing a weight. Either he's giving a full energetic workout, but they are still not reducing weight. Why? Because the calorie in during exercise, the calories they burn after the exercise, meal they get a meal like that, who is four time calories. uh, so you need to understand the, for example, if you are burning 500 calories, so then you need to take a diet something like that you there is less calories and I think more protein something like that. Basically I'm not a gym person. I'm not familiar with this kind of stuff, but I can, for example, if your earning is one $10,000 per month, okay, and you are spending $9,000 or all money, so what you are saving, okay? So if, for example, and the other more hilarious um scenario is, for example, if you are earning $10,000 and you are spending $12,000, $15,000, maybe you are spending a $15,000. The other guys who are watching you, he thought you are rich, but you are in a debt of, but you are in debt of $5,000 in every month. Okay, so the wealth is hidden, so you need to save money. For example, if you are earning $10,000, you should spend five to $7,000, and you should save five to $3,000 every month. So like that, you uh, could be wealthy. Okay, so I hope I explain I'm explaining good. The next chapter I will read 10 Save Money. So I think this chapter would be very interesting, very good. So it's this I think it's good for today. I recorded a 7-minute video, and this is day 5. So if I made, I think, 60 videos, so mm, I will improve a lot. Okay, so yeah, bye.